Hello, Taurus. Mercury's daughter here, back with another weekly tarot scope for the week of February 7th, 2021. Taurus, this reading is for the person that you're thinking about right now, okay? Your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, lover, friend, homie, crush, neighbor, your ex, your next, your boo thing, your work crush, the person that's on your mind that you cannot stop thinking about. This reading is going to be for them. All right, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video. Let me get that out the way. Like the video because it does help other Taurus like yourself get a hold of me. Also, if you have a yes or no question that you need me to answer, every Friday in my story, I do yes or no readings, okay? It's on Friday. It's in my story, and I post the question box, okay? I just want to kind of let you guys know in advance how it works, because I know a lot of people inbox me throughout the week and just send their question. But it's every Friday, and again, it's in my story. I don't have a set time. I usually do it Friday evening, so you guys do not want to miss that. And I will put the link to my Instagram in the description box. Let's go ahead, Taurus, and get started. Okay, let's see what the vibe is this week for my Taurus. Also, Taurus, shout out to those of you who answered my question last week. I've been asking all month because it's the month of love. What sign was your first crush, your first relationship, or your first, what was it? Crush, relationship, and your first love, okay? And did that sign turn you on, or did that sign turn you off? Meaning that because your first love was a Gemini, now you love Geminis, or because your first relationship was a Cancer, now you run from Cancers, okay? So talk to me in the comments if you kind of remember your first relationship and what their sign was. Let's go ahead and get into it. This is a really raggedy shuffle, but we'll keep it going. We'll take those, we'll take that one, and we will take those. Let's start there. Oh. I be really wanting some good Taurus energy because I feel like y'all readings have been stank lately. So I be really trying to root for you guys. But this to me, man, the energy still feels a little bit like you're upset about something. Still feels like you're sad. For some of you, it feels like you just found something out about someone, or someone really let you down. You had a conversation with someone and they kind of told you how they felt. This is the card that I have. I have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups definitely signifies being sad, full of regret. It's about being worried about something. I mean, you can just tell from the picture, this is the mood that I'm getting for Taurus this week. It's just like a big sigh, like, like that's the energy that I'm getting. I have it with the High Priestess, which can mean a number of things, but in this particular situation, it feels like someone, it really feels like you learn. Like someone told you, did you know that this person does this or that, right? Or maybe they actually confessed or told you something about themselves and you're like, oh my God, I didn't know. I didn't know you were like that. I didn't know you felt this way. I didn't know that these things happen. It feels like, I just keep getting the sense of maybe something is here that you didn't know. I'll see if we get the moon too, because that represents like illusions too, or maybe things not being what they appear. We'll see if we get the moon and a justice card for that. Also, the High Priestess for me represents, like, because she's so mysterious, it can represent secrets and like emotions. So maybe your person is not opening up to you. They're really not telling you how they feel. But then for some of you, this is your person has recently opened up to you and they told you how they felt and it was a little bit too much for you. And you're like, wow, okay, ouch, that hurt. I didn't know that this is how you felt. A little bit of, this has been coming up a lot this week. The Queen of Swords is my feisty card. That's the person who shows up when there's arguments and people say things that cut deep. And this person is like, she comes up when it's like, I always say slick talk, when you say mean things or things like that. And I feel like maybe this person had said some mean things to you recently. Possibly you said some mean things to them. It really feels like a conversation here that just went the wrong way. This also makes me feel like your person can manipulate situations. They can manipulate you into thinking that things are your fault, or possibly manipulate you into staying in a relationship with them. Even though you're ready to walk away, they're you know, they're holding on to you. They're not letting you go. They're, again, making it seem like that things are your fault and you feel obligated to stay with this person. So a lot of that here. I do have the Lovers here. There's some love. I feel like you really love this person too. That's why you're so frustrated, because you are really in love with this person. You know, despite all their faults, even despite what they said to you that hurt you or whatever they said or did, I feel like you still love them. And so you get so upset with yourself because you're like, why do I love someone who can act this way or treat me this way or say these things to me or do these things to me? Why am I still in love with this person? Knowing that this person is not right for me, why am I still chasing this person? So that's why we have this Five of Cups, because this is you feeling uneasy and feeling worried and feeling sad that you might lose this person, and, you know, coming down on yourself because you're so mad at yourself for following behind this person, knowing that they're not right for you. So that's what I think that love is here. And then these two always show up together. You know, I always have to do my speech on these two because they look so similar. If you look, the images look similar, but they have totally different meanings. So let's check. We've got the angel here. We've got the devil here. We've got two people in love. We've got two people in love here. But these two are not chained. They're not chained together. And these two are. So this is what makes it feel toxic. Like these two people are chained together. So they feel obligated to be with each other. They can be free and they don't even know it. Like it's just a lot. And sometimes we mistake this. No, I'm sorry. Sometimes we mistake this for this. It's really this, where you're chained up and it's toxic and it's unhealthy, but it feels like this. So make sure you do not get these two mistaken. But that's kind of the energy that I'm getting for you, Taurus. It just feels like a little bit of sadness, a little bit of not really, you didn't know that this person had this in them, or like I said, they said or did something mean, you've learned something about them, or they actually set you down and expressed how they really feel about you, and it wasn't what you wanted, what you expected. This isn't really the moon. Remember I said I was looking for the moon because the moon is about illusions. This kind of talks to the moon sometimes because it's about illusions as well, getting things, or it's like be mindful, you know, of just make sure that what you think is there is actually what it is. This card kind of has that feeling to it as well. Like things aren't always what they seem. And I think that that's the vibe that I'm getting for you and your person. Let's see how they're feeling about you this week, Taurus, okay? This is how they feel about you, the relationship, if there was a fight, there was an argument, just what are their feelings for you right now in this very moment, okay? And we'll take that one. Now, if you're feeling sad, let's see how they're feeling. Justice card here. I feel like, again, some truths have come out or they are coming out. I really feel like, you know, this person wants to be honest with you, and you may not like what the honesty is about. You may like, hey, I didn't know you felt this way, but I feel like this person is ready to be upfront and ready to be honest with you. I think they've thought about it for a while. You know, this is what I want to do, or this is what I think we should do. I feel like your person is actually stepping up to either be with you or to not be with you. All the cards that I was kind of calling for are actually falling on their end, you know. So remember, I've said earlier I was looking for the moon and for the justice card. So this does give me, again, this reading feels a lot like I thought that this relationship was this, but it actually turned out to be this. I thought you were this, but you actually turned out to be this way. This relationship is not going where I thought it was going to go. And this is coming from like both ends. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you are realizing this, but I think that your person kind of realized this a while ago, that maybe you were not exactly what they wanted. And I feel like they're going to start being straightforward with you and tell you, I don't think I want to be in this relationship anymore. I don't think that this is something that I want. So if you've been seeing distance or noticing distance from your person, or they're not kind of acting clingy like they used to be, or, you know, replying to your calls and things like that, they're starting to distance themselves. I think it's because they are starting to realize that maybe this relationship is not for them. So you'll see with the Magician here, this is them starting to take action, but the action is kind of like breaking it off and distancing themselves from you. This could go either way. I don't want to feel like you're... Yeah, and you know what? I think that for some of you, maybe not all, but I feel like your person doesn't want to break up, but your person probably just wants space. This seems to me like your person wants to put the relationship on hold, and it could be so they can run off and do whatever they want to do. But I think that it might just be space that they want. For some of you, it is a full breakup. For some of you, they're like, hey, this isn't what I thought it would be. I wish you the best. I'm going to move forward. And talk to me in the comments if you already had that experience, if your person has already let you go, you know. But for some of you, I think your person is not saying, hey, I want to break it off, but they're going to say, we need to take a break. Let's just give me some space. But it is because they want to go do other things. I feel like there is some new energy here, but I think that they probably might have met someone, or they want to meet someone. Do feel a little teeny bit of third party energy here. Do feel like a bit of them feels like they just kind of want to play around for a little bit. So let me know if that is your story as well. This is why I just pulled 3 more cards, because this is the card that I was looking for. Because again, I started to feel a lot of third party energy. I don't think that. And for some of you, the person is here. For some of you, your person is becoming distant because there is somebody kind of like on the side. It's very, 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 very new. Okay, it's very new. But for some of you, there's no one there, but they want to go entertain someone else. They kind of want to go meet somebody else. So that's why they want to put the relationship on hold, just so they can go play around and meet somebody else. So again, your energy feels really sad and just really like, oh, why am I dealing with this person? And then their energy feels like, I kind of am being a jerk, but it's because of this. It's like, I am being a jerk because, hey, this is really what I want to do. And what I want to do is take a break or take some space, or maybe not be with you at this time. So talk to me in the comments if that resonates. And I'm so sorry, but it does feel like your person has broken up with you or plan to break it off with you soon, or your person wants to take a break so that they can kind of go do their own thing for a little bit, figure out what they want, make sure that you're the one, and then come back, which that's not right. I mean, we don't have to wait around on anybody. All right, so let's see what's next, okay? What's next this week, next week, going into March. Now, I have been asking everybody on all of my videos, what should I do for the third spread going forward? We know that the first spread is how you're feeling. The second spread is how your person is feeling. And the third spread is usually about what's next, but I'm not feeling connected to the third spread anymore. So I'm taking suggestions in the comment what you guys would like to see as the third spread, so that you can take something away from the reading, okay? But for right now, we are going to close this out with what's next. Ooh. And this is not what's final. This is just the energy for you guys this week, next week, going into March. A little bit of frustrations here. I can almost see your reading. I can almost see what's next. Your person and you hook up. Oh, and I hate these nights. This happened to me, I mean, years ago. But I hate those nights when things start off good, or when you hook up with somebody. It could be a phone call, it could be a date, whatever. And you're like, okay, this is going to be a good night, but the vibe is off. The vibe is not the same. You can tell that their head is somewhere else, possibly thinking about somebody else. Like, they're not all the way there. You know what I'm saying? You're on a date, but it doesn't feel, you can just tell that their mind is somewhere else, you know? So it hurts. You'll see this person, but it's not really the person that you know is all into you. Like, they're not on your jock. That sounds so immature, but that's what I mean. Like, this person is not, you know, like, caked up with you. This person is not really chasing you. You guys are together, you're on a date, you're talking, you are at their house, they're at your house, whatever, but the vibe is just off, and you can tell that something is not right. That's the energy that I feel is coming up this week for you guys. And I don't want anyone to experience this, but this is what I feel. Like, you're going to be together, but the vibe is not going to be right. I'm going to end this reading now because I don't like the feeling that I'm starting to get from Taurus. I'm so sorry. Talk to me in the comments again if this made any kind of sense, or if it did resonate. Share your stories with me. Make sure that you're following me on Instagram, mercury.daughter. If you have a yes or no question about tonight's reading, or today's reading, tonight, whatever, depends on what time you're watching, about this particular reading, or if you just have a general yes or no question, make sure you follow me on Instagram, mercury.daughter, because on Fridays in my story, I do free yes or no readings. And that just means that I post a question box. If you're not familiar with the question box, I usually kind of post how it works right before I do it. Okay, I just post a question box in my story. You submit your question, I give you an answer. All right. I'll put the link to my Instagram in the description. Thank you so much, Taurus. If the reading made sense, say girl hi. If it didn't make sense, say girl bye.